Press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to never miss an interesting update from CA Nanban. Hello everyone and welcome to CA Nanban. In this video we are going to discuss about the important due dates of income tax, TDS, TCS and GST falling within the September month. There are a lot of compliances to do, so make sure to watch this video till the very end so you don't miss any of them. So let us start first with income tax due dates. Firstly, 30th September is the due date to file the income tax return for the financial year 2018-19. The due date was already over, but 30th September is the belated due date to file the return. And if you want to know who has to compulsorily file the return, you can go to the I button on the top right of the video so that you can know if you have to compulsorily file your income tax return or not. Now, 30th September is also the due date for verifying your unverified income tax returns of the past 5 years. Basically, income tax department had given the facility of verifying the past 5 years unverified ITR on the portal, but this facility is expiring on 30th September. So if you have any unverified ITR, make sure to verify it now. Now let's come to TDS and TCS due dates. So as usual, 7th September is the due date to pay your August month TDS and TCS. And if you have any of the two transactions, that is, if you have purchased any immovable property above 50 lakhs, or if you are an individual or HUF who is not liable to tax audit and you have made a payment above 50 lakhs for any contract or professional service or commission in the August month, then you have to deposit your TDS before 30th of September and also file the TDS return. So make sure to do so. Now let's come to GST. GST has a lot of compliances in September month, so watch everything carefully one by one. First, let us talk about the GST returns for the people whose turnover is above rupees 5 crores in the previous year. So if your turnover was above 5 crores in the previous year, 11th September is the due date to file the GSTR1 for the August month. 20th September is the due date to file GSTR3B for the August month, and due to the COVID pandemic, the government had given a relaxation that if your February month to July month GSTR3B is filed late, then the maximum late fees per return will only be rupees 500, and in case of nil return there will not be any late fees. But this benefit is available only till 30th September. So if you file a GSTR3B after 30th September, then regular late fees shall apply. So make sure to file all your GSTR3Bs within time. Now let's come to the people whose turnover is up to rupees 5 crores. Now for them, 11th September is the due date to file GSTR1 for the August month as usual, and the people who were having the turnover below 1.5 crores in the previous year and opted for quarterly filing, their due date for July to September quarter will only be in October 31st, so they can relax a bit now. Now let's come to GSTR 3B. Due to the COVID pandemic, the government had given certain relaxations to file the GSTR 3B and extended the due dates. So here I have mentioned the due dates of GSTR 3B for various months for category A states as well as category B states. You can pause this video and watch the due dates to comply with them. Next, also for turnover up to rupees 5 crores, 30th September will be the due date where you can file any of the February to July GSTR 3B without any late fees in case of nil return, and maximum 500 rupees late fee per return in case of non-nil return. But this facility is also available only till 30th September, so make sure to file within 30th September. Also, if February to July GSTR 3B is filed within 30th September, then the interest on late payment, if any, will only be 9% instead of 18%. However, if you file after 30th September, that is from 1st October onwards, your interest will be 18%. So make sure to file within 30th September. Now let's come to GSTR 9 and 9C, which is also very important. So 30th September is the due date to file the GSTR 9 as well as 9C for the financial year 18-19. So if you have not done so, make sure to file the return. GSTR 9 is compulsory if the turnover is above 2 crores, and if it is up to 2 crores, it is optional. And GSTR 9C, that is GST audit, is compulsory if the turnover is above 5 crores during the year 18-19. Now let's come to ITC reconciliation, which is also a very important concept. So September month return is your last chance to claim any leftover ITC of financial year 1920. So during the financial year 1920, if you missed out on claiming any ITC in that particular year, September month return is the last return where you can claim the ITC. So whenever you are filing the September month return, make sure to reconcile your ITC of financial year 1920 and claim the leftover ITC now. Also, September month return is the return where Rule 36(4) becomes applicable again. That is to mean that now you can claim only a maximum of 110% of the ITC available in GSTR 2A. So before, relaxation was given due to the COVID pandemic to not comply with this Rule 36(4). Hence, people were not comparing the GSTR 3B with 2A, but from September month return onwards, it also becomes compulsory. Hence, from September month return onwards, you have to compulsorily reconcile your GSTR 2A with GSTR 3B, and the maximum input you can claim in your GSTR 3B will be 110% of the input available in GSTR 2A, and that too cumulatively for the periods of April to September. If you want any help or any easy tricks to reconcile GSTR 2A with GSTR 3B, you can very well let me know in the comment section below, and I'll surely bring a video on it. Next, let us see other important GST compliances which fall in the September month. So 10th September is the last date to file GSTR 7, that is TDS return. 10th September is also last date to file GSTR 8, that is TCS return. 13th September is GSTR 6 ISD return, that is Input Service Distributor return. Then 20th September is the last date for GSTR 5, that is Non-Resident Taxable Person NRTP return, and 20th September is also due date for GSTR 5A, that is OIDAR return for online services. So if you have watched this video till here, make sure to hit the like button and share it with your friends so they can also get the information. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button also and hit the bell icon so that you never miss an update from CA Nanban. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.